The first week of September has been very busy, and it's Saturday, and I am so thankful to have a nice slow morning. I don't need to drive anywhere today, and I'm so thankful for that. So I took a little bit of time, finished up this coloring sheet from last year, and I'm going to take this little jelly roll pen. I've seen a lot of people do it on social media, and you just go in and put a few little white marks here and there, and I really feel that it brings the coloring over the top. I love the way it looks, and I had a little bit of self-care yesterday. I got my nails done. I wanted to go a little bit more red, kind of like for apple season. I thought it would be nice for September. But anyways, this just brings me so much joy, and so does having a second cup with hubby. I do need to bring my frother in, but anyways, we enjoyed our second cup of coffee, and I'm still enjoying the sunflowers. I'm gonna transition slowly into fall, but yesterday I went down to get a blanket. I forgot all about the Snoopy blanket. I guess I bought it last year because it was still on the hanger and the tags and everything were on it, so Linus and I have been cuddling with it, and the candle warmer. It's just a nice scent. It's called Fall Festival. It's not too heavy, and I have it set for 4 hours. I also need to do a lot of vacuuming today, so I need to get that charged. It is now 9:06. We were up a little before 6 this morning, and I had one of those days this week. I got a Wendy's chili and a Diet Coke, and I went down to the basement and I got this mug out and I ate my chili out of it, and it was so delicious. I also brought in the slow cooker, the smaller one. I'm just going to do spaghetti sauce in it. It's already made, so less cleanup for me, so I'm anxious to try that. The dishwasher is running. I got everything cleaned up, and then we're going to make brownies today. I have a package of these brownies from Costco, and I want to get them finished up, and then I also want to start another coloring sheet, and then I have a whole bunch of autumn recipes that I printed out. And when I saw this dumpling soup one from the Pioneer Woman, I haven't stopped thinking about it, so I really want to make it today. It seems really simple, so I'm going to give it a try and let you know how it turns out. I think this is my favorite part of our updated kitchen now, the extended countertop and the bar stools. I just love sitting here doing my little to-do list or meal planning and all that, but I did a little bit of coloring, and then I just did a little bit of a brain dump. Hubby's going out this morning, so I gave him a little list of some things to take care of. So for lunch, we're going to do the dumpling soup, and then the crescent pizza rolls, and then spaghetti and brownies. I do want to look at our bedding, get all the laundry done, all the vacuuming, and really do a good vacuum on both sets of stairs. I'm tackling closets today, so I'm going to get a basket out for hubby. I want to get all of my fall shirts finally hung up. I want to try and get our son's clothes, all switched over. And just a note, slow down. This is what today is for. Just slow down. Start a new puzzle, and then I also want to do a little bit of reading. But then I remembered that the Blue Jays play this afternoon. They beat the Yankees last night, so that's super exciting. And I also want to watch a new movie on Netflix. I also want to edit as I go and just enjoy the day because I want to keep with my schedule and have a video up for you to watch on Sundays. And it doesn't have to be over the top. Making little things important is where the joy is, and this is something I'm learning more and more as the seasons change. So anyways, I think I'm going to do one more little patch of coloring here and then get on with all of the boring household stuff that I need to take care of. So anyways, I went ahead and did the little white lines on the September and also on the leaf. Closets is the big thing I want to get done today. So this is our son's closet. I've been packing away things as I've been washing them. He still has quite a few short sleeve shirts here. There's some I know I'm going to donate, some I'm going to pack away. And then the mornings have been cooler, so he's been wearing a lot more of the lightweight long sleeve shirts. So as I get them all washed today, I'll put them all away. And then this used to be our closet. My husband took it over because once he was done with the military and started his new career, he dresses differently, and he used to wear combats and everything, so all of his pants are up at the top, and I used to keep all of my clothes on the top, and all of his clothes used to be at the bottom. Now he's taken over all of the closet. That's okay. I really wish we had a great big walk-in closet, but we don't. And then there's a bunch of stuff up there too that I need to start going through. It definitely is a journey because a lot of the stuff is just sentimental. And then I moved all of my hang-up clothes into our daughter's old closet, and I've been working on it too, and I really want to get a lot of stuff hung up today and get everything else packed away, and just some lightweight long sleeve shirts, a few light jackets, and lots of hangers. So I've been doing it slowly, but today is the day that I want to get a lot of stuff done, and then I usually stack up the extra clothes here in the closet. The only thing is hubby's clothes. I don't really have a great place for them, so that's something I want to try and figure out today. I've been thinking about this picture for a couple of weeks, and it used to hang in the eating area on our main floor, but when we got everything painted, I took everything off the walls. And the story behind this is my mom got her kitchen repainted or something, and she was looking for a picture to hang up, and I was looking and trying to see one that she would like. So I went into a country store and I saw this, and I immediately thought of my mom because she made the best applesauce. So I was all excited. I took it over to my parents' house. My dad really liked it, but my mom didn't. I said, that's okay. I like it. I'm going to hang it up in my house. My dad's been gone for over 16 years, so it was up for quite a while, and I've just been thinking about it, and I have a good idea of where I want to put it, so I just wanted to make sure what it was on the back. So I think it's going to work with the area that I want, but I was just thinking about it because I always think of September for apple season, and I don't know, I just thought the picture meant a lot to me, so I'm going to go ahead and hang it up. So I'm putting it outside of my little Costco pantry here. Now this sign that's up, I got it at the thrift store one day because years and years ago, I just wanted everything to look perfect. I'm in my comfy top, my favorite jeans, my hair is up, and I really just wanted to get this up on the wall, and I got a little emotional. I thought of my mom. I really wish I would have learned how to make applesauce, but then the other thing too was around the picture, that is the color that our living room used to be, and I missed it for a little bit, but I'm happy with the changes that we've made. I don't hang a lot on my walls. Life happens, coffee helps. My calendar holder, I love this. It's my thing I look forward to every year. This was a wedding gift from over 27 years ago. We had it hung up in the basement, and then once we repainted everything, I knew it'd be perfect here. And then the 4 pictures from the calendar, it took me forever to figure out what to put. And all of these mean a lot to me. And now I have something else on the wall that I didn't even realize how much it meant to me. And I don't know if it's something I just want to put up in September. Only time will tell. But anyways, I really want to do a little bit more coloring, but I need to do life, get everything else taken care of, and hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit more of this today. I was going through Pioneer Woman soup recipes, and I found this dumpling one, and I just wanted to try it. Really simple ingredients except for miso paste. I've never heard of it, never used it. Did a Walmart pickup order. This was a substitution. It's huge, so I got to make sure I don't waste it. I did get the matchstick carrots, and this is what they had, was miso broth. I'm not sure because I've never used it before. I read up what miso was, and I'm going to balance it out with, I think, some chicken broth. So I just wanted to go over the instructions and make sure what the timings and everything were. So it said to boil for 3 to 5 minutes. And then when I got my bag of pot stickers out, that's what I had. And I think that's really why I wanted to make this. So I read all of the instructions, and there was a recipe there to make soup. The mini ones would have been a lot better, but that's what I have. And then ginger, garlic, green onions. I'm actually going to use some of this Japanese barbecue sauce because a lot of the feedback was that the soup was very bland. So I'm going to play around, tweak it a little bit to make it the way that I like it. But it's really simple ingredients, and I was really wanting soup. I knew that Andrew would not eat this, so we had some crescent rolls left over. So I quickly made up some pizza rolls. He loved them. And now I'm going to make a quick, easy lunch for hubby and I. There really isn't a lot to this soup. You have oil, and then it says to put in your vegetables. So the whites of the green onions, the ginger, the garlic, and then you add in the carrots. Now, the biggest thing that I took away from the comments was a lot of people said that it was really bland. So I'm adding in a little bit of that Japanese barbecue sauce. It's definitely more like a sesame oil with different seasonings and flavors in it. And I thought this would kind of kick up the flavor a little bit. And then I decided to go ahead with the matchstick carrots just because they're quick and easy. And I really want to be able to take what's left of the ingredients and just make myself a really quick, easy lunch. because that's what I really wanted to try this for. I think it would be something that would be really easy to throw together if everything was chopped up and prepped. So it cooked for a bit, like the oil is definitely evaporating. You're going to get the flavors of that Japanese barbecue sauce. Now miso paste is like fermented like soybeans. So I decided to use just a cup of it because I wasn't sure what the flavor was going to be like. It was definitely a little bit thicker than the normal broth. So I'm just adding in about 2.5 cups of chicken broth. And I really only wanted enough to have for us for lunch. I didn't want to have any leftovers. And my husband isn't like a big broth person, so I knew that I would prefer the broth. So anyways, I took a little bit of a flavor, like a taste of it, and it seemed pretty good. So I just decided to put a little bit more of the Japanese barbecue sauce and then just some of that sweet Thai chili sauce. So if you had, like somebody said, fish oil would be really good, or fish sauce, soy sauce, whatever you have, just throw a bunch of stuff in until you get it to the flavor that you like. The only thing I was kind of scared about was putting in the pot stickers. I was scared that they were going to be rubbery, and the mini ones would have been a lot better for this, but I had them, and I think that's really why I wanted to try this recipe, because it was a really rainy, chilly day that I printed it out, and then you just add in the spinach. I just put the lid on and let it cook for the 5 minutes it said, and it looks really good. The dumplings didn't like plump up and all of that, so I have these bowls. I got them from IKEA. I use them for my ramen. So anyways, I'm just going to plate it up. Not really much to do to it. Like, it really is just simple with the vegetables. Like, you could add a lot more if you wanted to, like onions or anything else that you have, like clean out the fridge, like peppers. Like, you can really do whatever you wanted. I just put a little bit of the greens on top, and then, you know, I had the other stuff to add in, but we really didn't need to. And this was really good. I really enjoyed it, and I will definitely make it for lunch again. So now it's a little bit later. I gotta get the last of my laundry done. It's 2 o'clock. We got the brownies made. I am really glad that I picked up this pan. I'm gonna use it so much for September, October, even into the beginning of November. I have the little crock pot just on low. The spaghetti sauce is in there. Everything is cleaned up. I even had the fan on for a little bit. I was hoping to do a little bit more coloring and all that, but I want to get a lot of stuff done, spend time with everybody, and it can wait until later. Before we start the puzzle, I just went into the furnace room. This is Halloween decor, and then I was just kind of looking to see what there was. I brought the sign down. This was my fall centerpiece. I was thinking about putting it out today, but I'm not quite ready. And then I kind of downsized a lot of my fall stuff. And then when I got the chili the other day, I knew my mugs were down there. So I ran down, got it, washed it, put it in there. And that's my Great Pumpkin mug. I'm really excited about it. But I was looking for more of a newer fall mug. I have this one. I like it, but I was looking for something a little bit different, but I couldn't find it. These are my tiered tray items that I used last year. But where I put it, that's where that lamp is that I thrifted, and I really, really like it. So I was thinking about doing the centerpiece for the table today, but I'm just not ready for it. I can't wait to get my leaf pillows out. And then I came down looking for that one blanket, and then I found the Snoopy one. I don't know. I didn't get too excited when I opened all of this stuff. I really like the simplicity of less decor and then doing all of the things that are just so much more joyful. Like, I find a lot of the clutter is like over decorating, so I just want to make sure that I do everything slow and the proper way. But this was the blanket I wanted to get out because it does have the sunflowers and pumpkins. But what I really wanted to look at was our bedding. I think I'm going to use those big pillows on our bed, just because I like to have a lot of pillows and blankets on our bed. Linus loves them too. I just have the Halloween stuff down at the bottom. I didn't think I had a sheet set, but I wanted to make sure. Now the comforter is definitely wearing a little bit. It's not very thick. I really, really do like it. I was trying to see if there was anything else this year, but I didn't see anything. And I am getting tired of the spring and summer bedding, so I think I'm going to switch this over sooner rather than later. And I think that Snoopy blanket will be perfect transition before we get into all of the pumpkins. I think I might save the pumpkins more for October and keep kind of the fall stuff for September. So anyways, I just wanted to see what I have, and then I definitely want to bring this blanket up. I thought this would be a nice puzzle for us to do, 300 pieces. It's not too hard, but it's very festive, and I just thought it would be really nice to do this time of the year. And as you start putting more and more pieces together, you can't help but thinking about being in this beautiful little town. It's like the scene of a Hallmark movie, but just sometimes it's nice to have a little escape from everything that's going on in the world. But I'm glad that all the frame pieces were there. And I even was able to get all of this coloring sheet done because dinner is really easy. I got mostly everything done that I needed to. And I think this was really what I needed today. I'm really glad that I decided to vlog because I think I would have just like gone through all the motions and tried to get as much stuff done today. But I really needed to slow down. Like I found it was a really hard week. I was kind of struggling a little bit, like just a lot of anxiety, a lot of stuff was going on, but I was able to work through all of it, and really glad that I slowed down today and just really focusing on those little things. Like I wanted to start decorating, but it's all of these little things that come together just make me appreciate the changing of the seasons, like having something new to discover every day. And I'm rethinking about the whole coloring book too. I'm going to put all the 2024 pages together and then the 2025 ones. But supper was so easy. I have the water ready to boil. It's 5 o'clock. We usually eat about 5:30. The spaghetti's all measured out. I have the brownies cut up. Little slow cooker worked perfect. It's also making me think a little bit more about freezer meals and what I want to start working on. I have a few more things to clean up out of the freezer. Colander's ready to go. All of the dishes and everything will be ready for an easy cleanup. Our bowls and everything. So it was a really, really great dinner. Soup was good. And I got mostly all the closets done. Andrew's, I got a big chunk of it done. I still have some summer tops and shorts to figure out because we're probably still going to have a warm spell. And then I have a couple of things that I want to get up here. So I'm going to make a list of all the stuff that I want to get this week. And then we'll have a day where we go looking, maybe find some of those lost little things. Steve did a great job too with his closet. We really went through a lot of his clothes, said goodbye to a lot of stuff, and just really figuring out like how many pairs of pants and shirts and everything that we need. You know, there's a certain day where he likes to wear something that he feels good in, and then also letting go of some clothes that, you know, he doesn't really care about either. So he got all of his ironing done, all of his shirts and everything are there. And then I also know kind of what he's looking for. So I have a little bit of a running, you know, thrifting list of what to find and what to leave if I see it. Same with my clothes too. Lots of cardigans, lots of blouses. I just don't know how I'm feeling about clothes this year. Like, things that brought me a lot of joy and everything, I'm not feeling the same about them this year. So I really want to be very mindful of what I let go and what I hang on to. But anyways, I got most of my tops hung up, and then I do like the cardigans because the mornings are cooler and then the afternoons get warmer, and I had a nice relaxing bath. And when I came into our room, Linus was curled up in the pillows, and I really think that he would love those great big pumpkin pillows that I used to have in the living room, and I think it might be time to move them up to our room. I even pushed myself to read one chapter of the Cinnamon Roll Secrets book with the cozy little blanket. I can't wait to read more. And we do have a tube of cinnamon rolls in the fridge, and I think we'll have them for breakfast tomorrow. And then I did put on the candle warmer light again. I really do like it. 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours at night. I think that will be really nice for the weekends. And I'm really loving this lamp. I don't know if I'm going to keep it out for all of October, but I think up until Thanksgiving, and then maybe I'll put it away and then have my haunted house. And I'm really glad that I decided to vlog today. I think it really made me slow down and appreciate these little things. And I'm so glad I picked this picture up. It just made me think of my mom and dad. It made me think of the house, like the way it used to be decorated and everything, how some things have changed for the better. Some changes are really, really hard. But I think I'm on the right path of decorating and using decor that really brings me a lot of joy. So I hope that you enjoyed this vlog, and hopefully you can take a little bit of time today to do something that you will enjoy.